Does it seem odd that your wallet is constantly empty at month's end, even though you've been careful with your spending? In this video, we're uncovering those sneaky expenses that slip under the radar, slowly draining your bank account without you even realizing it. Watch on as we not only reveal these hidden financial pitfalls, but also arm you with practical tips to dodge them effectively. Number 1. Bank fees. Bank fees might be nibbling away at your savings without you even realizing it. Imagine this. You open a checking account, thinking it's free, but then you get hit with a monthly maintenance fee just for having the account. Or maybe you use an ATM that's not affiliated with your bank, and bam, there's another charge. These fees can range from a few dollars to $15 or more per month. Overdraft fees are another headache. You make a purchase that exceeds your account balance, and suddenly, you're slapped with a $35 fee. So how do you dodge these pesky charges? It's all about being a savvy consumer. Look for banks that offer fee-free checking accounts, because they're out there. Also, keep a close eye on your account balance to avoid overdrafts. Many banks offer alerts that notify you when your balance is low. And when it comes to ATMs, use ones that are in your bank's network to avoid those extra fees. A little vigilance goes a long way. Number 2. Subscriptions and memberships. These days, subscriptions and memberships aren't just about magazines and gyms. Streaming services, app subscriptions, and even meal kit deliveries can sneak into your budget. These can be small, but frequent enough to cause some damage to your wallet. Or you sign up for a free trial, forget to cancel, and voila, you're billed every month without realizing it. To avoid this, make it a point to audit your subscriptions regularly. You might be surprised to find services you haven't used in months still quietly charging your credit card. Also, consider sharing memberships with family or friends to split the cost. Of course, you should only do this where the T&Cs allow. Another tip is to set calendar reminders a few days before free trials end. This way, you can make a conscious decision about whether to continue or cancel. Number 3. Credit card interest and fees. Credit card interest and fees are often the invisible enemies of your budget. If you're not careful, they can spiral out of control. Credit cards typically charge interest on unpaid balances, with average annual percentage rates or APRs ranging from 15 to 23%. If you only make minimum payments, you might end up paying much more than the original amount due to compounding interest. Late payment fees add another layer of cost. Missing a payment deadline can result in fees up to $40, not to mention potential damage to your credit score. To avoid these pitfalls, always aim to pay off your full balance each month. If that's not possible, try to pay more than the minimum to reduce interest accumulation. Setting up automatic payments can help avoid late fees. Lastly, shopping around for cards with lower interest rates or taking advantage of 0% APR introductory offers can be beneficial in managing these costs. Number 4. Home maintenance and repairs. When you own a home, maintenance and repairs are inevitable and often costly. Think of your home as a living entity that needs regular care. From the roof to the foundation, each part requires attention. Over time, paint peels, appliances break, and systems like plumbing and heating need upkeep. The catch is that these expenses are usually unpredictable and can be substantial. For instance, replacing a roof or fixing a burst pipe can cost thousands of dollars. But how do you manage this? The key is proactive maintenance. Regularly inspecting and maintaining your home can prevent minor issues from becoming major expenses. Set aside a home maintenance fund, ideally 1 to 3% of your home's value annually, for these unexpected costs. It also pays to learn a little DIY. By doing this, you're not just preserving your home's condition, but also its value. Number 5. Eating out and food waste. Dining out and food waste are subtle budget busters in daily life. The convenience of eating out can quickly become a habit, with the average American spending more than $3,000 annually on dining out, as reported by the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Additionally, food waste at home contributes to financial loss. In the U.S., more than 30% of the food supply is wasted, according to the USDA. That's a staggering amount of wastage. To combat this, start by tracking your food expenses and waste for a month. Notice patterns and triggers for eating out. Plan your meals and grocery shopping to reduce waste and save money. Cooking at home is generally cheaper and healthier. When you do eat out, consider it a treat rather than a routine. You can also make use of apps like Food Keeper to reduce wastage by maximizing leftovers. By practicing good food habits, you can significantly reduce unnecessary spending. Number 6. Travel expenses. Travel expenses aren't exactly an everyday thing, but nonetheless, holidays are full of hidden expenses and unpleasant surprises. When we think of traveling, we often focus on the big-ticket items like flights and hotels. But there's a whole world of hidden costs waiting to trip us up. Things like airport transfers, baggage fees, travel insurance, and even roaming charges can quickly inflate your budget. Imagine you've booked a budget flight. It seems like a great deal until you realize that checked luggage costs extra. Then there's the taxi to your hotel, which can sometimes cost as much as your room if you're not careful. And let's not forget about the daily expenses: meals, local transport, souvenirs, and activities. All these can double your initial budget estimate. The key is to plan comprehensively, include smaller costs in your budget, and consider alternatives like public transportation. Researching and booking some activities in advance can also save money. The best travel experiences don't always have to break the bank. Number 7. Gifts and celebrations. Celebrating milestones and showing appreciation through gifts is a heartwarming tradition. However, the costs associated with gifts, parties, and holiday celebrations can subtly strain your budget. Think about it. There are birthdays, weddings, anniversaries, and numerous holidays throughout the year. Buying gifts, decorations, food, and maybe even a new outfit for each occasion adds up. And if you're hosting, there's the added cost of catering, entertainment, and maybe even venue hire. To keep these costs in check, set a budget for each event and stick to it. Homemade gifts or experiences can be more meaningful and less costly. You may even consider politely turning down selected invitations here and there. And for hosted celebrations, consider potluck-style gatherings instead, where everyone contributes. Number 8. Car maintenance and insurance. When you own a car, it's not just about fueling up and hitting the road. Car maintenance and insurance are significant, often overlooked expenses. Regular maintenance like oil changes, tire rotations, and brake checks ensures your vehicle runs efficiently and safely. Neglecting these can lead to costly repairs down the line. The average cost for basic upkeep can range from $500 to $700 annually, but this varies based on your vehicle type and usage. Insurance is another big-ticket item. It's mandatory in most places, but premiums can vary widely depending on factors like your driving record, the car model, and where you live. It's not uncommon for annual premiums to run into thousands of dollars. To manage these costs, regularly compare insurance rates and consider higher deductibles for lower premiums. Also, keep your car in good shape to avoid steep repair bills and potentially reduce insurance costs through safe driving discounts. Number 9. Utilities fluctuations. Utilities are a fluctuating expense that can take a surprising chunk out of your budget. Utility costs like electricity, water, and gas can vary greatly with the seasons, usage habits, and even the efficiency of your appliances. A hot summer can send your electricity bill soaring with air conditioning costs, just as a cold winter can spike your heating bill. To keep these costs in check, start by becoming energy efficient. Simple changes, like switching to LED bulbs, using smart thermostats, and fixing leaks, can make a big difference. Also, keep an eye on your usage patterns. Try to run appliances like dishwashers and washing machines during off-peak hours. Many utility companies offer budget billing, where your bill is averaged over the year, making it more predictable and easier to manage. By being energy conscious, not only do you save money, but you also contribute to a greener planet. Check out these videos next for more great tips on improving your saving.